This is W4NDK, and I'm making a doublet antenna out of making a doublet antenna out of 26 gauge Sotabeams wire. Actually, some of it's from Sotabeams and some of it I bought off Quicksilver, I believe, at the Hamfest in Charlotte last year, which is coming up soon this March in Charlotte. So I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is the size. These are the numbers here of add on to the existing doublet I have to raise it up to 50 feet off the ground. A homemade ladder line and 125 foot at the top across from end to end. And if you look here, here's the existing one. So I have these spreaders made out of drinking straws, and then they're glued. I slid them and glued them, but now I bought some, look over here, I bought some PVC pipe at Lowe's, and I marked it about 4 inches because that's how wide my other spreaders are. I'm gonna cut these, and then I'm gonna drill small, with this small bit, enough for the wire to fit through, and I might pop a little bit of glue in there. If the wire fits through snugly, then I'm not gonna have to worry about it. So I'll try to glue it as small as possible. Here's the legs, and the way that I measured it off is I put a tent stake in the ground here, and then I put another tent stake in the ground down there. That's about the same length as the ground to top ladder line. Each ladder line piece, I cut 2 pieces. So this is how I did it. I tied off the stake and the end of the 26 gauge wire here. I drilled through each PVC pipe and I strung it through there, put them each about a foot apart, and then I put a little dab of, I think it's E6000 glue, something like that, every foot or so. Keep it off the ground and let it dry. So that's about 32 feet, and then this is going to connect to the 19-foot leg here. Just solder it in. I'll do a lineman's twist on there to take these ends off. Connect it to this, so then it'll be 50 feet high, and then I'll extend the legs out so that the whole thing is about 142 feet from end to end, and I'll put it way up in that tree there. And this is a 26 gauge wire. I'll be running QRP on it. I might put 50 watts through it. I have a 4-to-1 Onan, or balun, 41 balun. And it's just a test to see how it performs. And then if I like it, I'll probably build one out of thicker gauge wire and put it up next to my shack. This will just be connected in directly here so I can sit in my hammock and operate and test it with the QRP rig as well as with the Yaesu FT-891 to get a little more power. All right, 73, I'll show you this in a little bit. So I extended the doublet, and here it is. It runs from down here near this birdhouse, 50 feet up. This is the homebrew ladder line. And then it's about 125 feet from end to end on the dipole, which goes all the way up here and then down there. I should stay above ground a little bit higher than here, but it's about 10 feet above ground, and then it ties off behind the shed also. So there is the doublet, and we're gonna test it out. It's resonant. Whiskey 4, November Delta. It's not resonant. Tune it up. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, Day. Appreciate you, buddy. Got you here 5-5. Using Kilo 10332, Arkansas, Roger.
Thank you for 10332 and the 5-5. You are 5-5 also to North Carolina on the 125-foot doublet.
Hey, Roger, buddy. Making the trip down here. Good to get you in my logs. And have a great rest of the week, man. Good talking to you, okay, mate?
Hey, you too, Les. Hey, thanks for the contact. 73.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I think I heard Mike. Kilo Bravo 8, Sierra Hotel, QSL. Whiskey 9, Whiskey Japan, go ahead.
So that contact there with Les was 4:04 Eastern, 16:04, 21:04 UTC. Well, heard somebody there. Whiskey 4. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Yes, sir. You know about an S1 here, Steve. S1, but I got a copy. Yes, sir. You should get real strong as soon as you come over that hump there. You'll get real strong when you do that. But I can hear you, no problem that he's in. This thing seems to be working.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Alpha Hotel, Mike. Thank you so much, Dave. Okay, well, the only thing we can do is, Charlie Kilo, my call sign is King George 5, George Papa, from in southeast Mississippi, 40 miles west of Mobile, Alabama, and about 6 miles north of the Gulf. Swan net is an open net. You do not have to have a Swan radio to check in. Anybody's welcome to, especially if they've got stories about their old Swan radio. You know, I've heard it a lot. I had one back in the day. November 3 Delta Romeo Kilo.
November 3 Delta Romeo Kilo. Whiskey 4. November 3 Delta Romeo Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Nathan 57.
QSL 5755 on North Carolina.
Thank you very much,
73.
73. CQ Parks, November 3 Delta Romeo Kilo. Is that Kilo Echo 9 Golf?
It's 2104.
51 here in Southern New Jersey.
2107. 14304.
Thank you, 73. CQ Parks, November 3 Delta Romeo Kilo. CQ Parks, November 3 Delta Romeo Kilo.
Trying to get in his park. November 3 Delta Romeo Kilo. Apologize, but could I have your park, please? 1629 QSL 73 from Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
73. Tiki Park, November 3 Delta Romeo Kilo. Bravo Tango. Back here. I got the Kilo 4581, but I had some QRM. Can you give me the first one again, please? Roger, Roger, 4581 and 4567. Thank you so much for the 2 parts. Hope your activation's going well. I will log this as Victor Alpha 3 Golf Hotel Bravo Stroke Whiskey 1, but if you do the same, we will get the part to part. QSL? I'll break with you. Was there a station ending Italy Bravo Tango? Delta 5 Echo Julie Golf. Nothing ending Tango. I think there a station ending Golf. Ending Golf, please. Yes, Kilo Delta 5 Echo Juliet Golf. Kilo Delta 5 Juliet Golf. In the clear, you're 5-6. QSL? Thank you for the 5-6. You brought a 5-8 into the state of Mississippi. Over. Roger the 5-8 in Mississippi. Thanks so much. And 73. 73. November Tango 2 Alpha.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
Echo 2 Tango. November Tango 2 Alpha. Okay, I've got a number there, and I've got a familiar call first. Kilo 8 November India Victor. I've got you 5-7 this afternoon, John. QSL? Thanks as always. Thanks for catching me while I'm in Vermont. I'm 73.
Vermont 14294.
I've got Whiskey Bravo 3 Alpha Victor Delta. QSL? Roger the 5-7 in Pennsylvania. We'll
2117.
5-7 both ways. Thanks for hunting the fast in 73. I'll break with you. I've got November Tango 2 Alpha. QSL? QSL, good afternoon. November Tango 2 Alpha. You're 5555 New York, correct? Copy the 5-5. We'll call it 5-5 both ways. Got you in the log, my friend, in 73. 73.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
I've got a couple there. I'll start with the Kilo Quebec 4 station. That was it. Kilo Quebec 4, Juliet India Hotel in the clear. You're 5-7 in Long Trail State Forest. Here's that. Thanks for the 574 and thanks for hunting in 73. I'll break with you. I've got Whiskey 4 November
QSL, QSL, you're 5-5 North Carolina. I'm QRP.
Copy the 5-5 North Carolina. I've got you a couple better at 5-7. Thanks so much for waiting there. And 73.
Thank you for the contact, 73.
Okay, I've got a 5 to work with here. I'll start with the Kilo Delta 5 station. Kilo Delta 5 Echo Delta Lima. I've got you 5-5. QSL. Thanks so much, and 73. I'll break with you. I've got Whiskey 8 Sierra Mike November. QSL. QSL, John in Ohio. You're 5-9 here. Thanks for activating 73. Thanks for the 5-9, John. You're moving in 5-9 into the park. Thanks so much, and 73. I'll break with you with a Kilo 4 Sugar Papa. QSL. Roger the 5-9 Virginia. I got you 5-9 here in the park. Thanks for waiting there, and 73. I'll break with you. I've got a Kilo Mike 4 station. Kilo Charlie 1 November Echo Juliet. Was it Kilo Mike 4 Zulu Echo Zulu QFL? Kilo Charlie 1 November Echo Juliet. The Kilo Mike 4 Zulu station, the band kind of dropped out. Can you repeat your call a couple of times? The Kilo Mike 4 only, please. Got it that time. Kilo Mike 4 Zanzibar, Honolulu, Zanzibar, and you're about 5-3 the last over, QSL. Copy to 5-6 Golf Alpha. Thanks so much for your patience and 73. I'll break with you with the only one station. Nothing heard. There's a number of stations calling. If you space them out and give your call once, I'll get as many as I can. This is Victor Alpha 3 Golf Hotel Bravo stroke Whiskey 1 calling 60 Soda.
Victor Alpha 3 Golf Hotel Bravo stroke Whiskey 1. Victor Alpha 3 Golf Hotel Bravo stroke Whiskey 1. Okay, well it works, and it also tunes up on 40 meters pretty well.